Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I thought we'd come back to Ricci Islands this morning. Because what I have done is I had 3 hours of rain. So I've done a bunch of busy work in the rain to get us out of the rain. So the mines are taken care of. The mill is taken care of. I've done a whole bunch of just transport crap around the map, kind of busy work. So I thought we'd come in here and pick it up for a little bit today. We'll see if we can earn enough money to get either drywall. I head over here to this island. Either drywall up and running, or let me get a little bit of speed. What we need to work towards is getting drywall and textile mill up and running. And we're going to do that by selling off these cranberries. So let's get this unflooded. And we're probably just going to set this guy off on a worker. And we'll see what other trouble we can get into. I may sell off. We're going to go over to Mining Island and see what I have in storage and check on the cement plant. Because I think I have a ton of coal in storage, and if we do, we're going to sell some of that coal off as well. Because we're making like 1,000,000 liters a day. I swear I told this thing to unflood this field. But as soon as I walk down here, it's going to unflood. I hope I don't have any issues this morning. Flooded field. Unflood. Why are you? Oh, there we go. See, I knew since I walked down here it would unflood. I'm gonna have to check the log too, because with the Giants update, I haven't been back on this. I don't think I've been back on this map since Giants update. It took a really long time to load this morning. But this is clean, repaired, nice and shiny, ready to get dirty. Oh, I want you to attach. There you go. Now you can fold. Let's get you turned on. Get you lined up. Yeah, we're going to set you off on a worker. You can do your thing. I'm going to let him get like one pass done so we can check the map. I know it's going to need plow, but I'm not going to worry about plowing it. This time it should not need lime. But we'll probably need... Yeah, we'll need fertilizer. Should not need lime this time. Yeah, so we just need straight up fertilizer. So I want to head over here. Let's check on the cement plant. I want to see how that's doing. 'Cause our build should be about done. Where was our little cone? 83%. So we have a little bit more to go before this is finished building. Let's come over to here. And I want to see how much, while that's doing its thing with the cranberries, I want to see how much product I have in this silo. So right now we're not using a lot of coal, and we're making like 1,000,000 liters a day. Clean fill I need. Gravel we need for the concrete factory. The coal. No, it looks like we only have 1,930,000. So we could sell off 1,000,000 liters of coal. The sand I want to keep for the concrete factory. If we need more money, we can come over and sell off some coal. So I'll leave him parked. Yeah, I'll leave him parked here. Let's go check on stone processing. I emptied this once while it was raining. I took a full truckload of lime over to our island, so we don't have to buy any more lime. We've got like almost 1,000,000 liters of lime. Calcium carbonate I'm not making because we don't need it yet. Limestone we're going to need for the cement factory. Gypsum we need to make drywall, but I took a load of it over to the logistics center while it was raining, so we have some of that ready. So there's nothing else here I can steal and sell. Dixie, good morning. Thought I'd jump back on here for a little bit. I did like 3 hours worth of busy work in the rain, so I don't have anything to do while my one harvester is over here doing its thing. Other than I can get the we can barge over our fertilizer spreader. But all the busy work is done. Or I could take a couple loads of stuff over to Central Station while we're waiting as well. But drive this puppy back across. This is the first time I'm on the map since the update, so that's why I wanted to jump back on this map instead of the Alps map. Nothing but the one report that you had posted. I've not heard anything else yet. Why? What else? What other strange things are going on? I know they're getting ready for that new soil crap that's going to break every modded multi-fruit map when that DLC comes out on the 8th of December. That's definitely going to break every map. And I don't know how to update it, so it's going to be another learning curve. Because I think we're going to have to paint soil texture or soil layer on the entire map, I think. Some are having problems with the sand. They're having to reset it and still got landscaping issues, even with the stuff throwing errors out. Even really? Hang on. Well, let me check. I'm just going to minimize my screen really quick and check the log. And see if I got anything in the log. Because like I said, I haven't been on this map since the update. So that's why I wanted to spend some time on it this morning. I emptied the sand while it was raining and it reset itself. I had no issues with the sand. They just have to unload it really slow. I'm just going through my log. Yeah, I've got absolutely no errors in the log. So, I didn't see anything wrong with any of my saves, including server 1. They're using the milling machine in the pack. Yeah, I've been using the milling machine in the pack. They just have to go really slow with it. So we may have to slow it down just a little bit more. But I've had no issues at all with it. Matter of fact, we can go over and look at my sand because like I said, I sucked it off. I spent 3 hours doing busy work in the rain because I didn't want to stream in the rain again. All right, he can sit here a minute. But my sand, yeah, my sand is fine. It's reset itself after I emptied it. So they just need to suck it off really slow. And if they have any issues with it, they just have to exit out to the desktop and then go back in. I can't do anything. The sand is the same as all the other mines. Um, I can check the triggers when I'm in the editor, but it should be fine. Alright, so let's head back over here. Let's get this guy across. I can go over and suck up the sand now and see what it does. Since we have some... Since I'm waiting for the cranberry guy to catch up. Alright, no fishing boat. No fishing boat. You can see what he's... Yeah, I did not go on Discord this morning. But I saw your picture. But his log was so full of errors that I don't even know how to help him. He just has way too many mods and way too many bad mods. And if someone's using like 500 bad mods, there's no way I can help them. They need to figure it out. Alright, so this guy, let's just get him up to the end of the field and we'll go suck off the sand and see what happens. Alright, so he can... Oh, I forgot to bring a trailer over to empty the harvester. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright, let's go over to... let's head over here. Let's grab... I turned my traffic off because it was annoying me. Let's grab this guy. I'll head over to the sand. So I probably have about 6 or 7 more hours before the cement plant is done being built. But if it's a mod conflict, I'm done telling people that they need to start out with the basics and add 5 or 6 mods at a time to see what the problem is. If they can't help themselves, I can't help them. And pipe out. And turn on. Now they do have to remember there's a delay before if they're running on one speed, there's like a 10-minute delay before the triggers reset themselves, so it's not instantaneous sometimes. And then the second thing is that the first thing they need to make sure is that they're using the limit break mod, and it has to be in the mods folder and active. And if they're using any kind of mod that adds tip to ground product, it's gonna make all of the mining not work properly, because my tip to ground has to load in a certain order, and if they're using any other mod that adds tip to ground product in, it's gonna throw off the order of my tip to ground, how it loads into the map. And the two biggest culprits are um, any kind of the real dirt fix, and the dynamic mud and the mud fix. Any of those mods definitely won't work with this map. Bump up to 5 speed for a couple seconds, see what happens. Maybe it's not resetting. Yeah, I had no issues with it before when it was raining. They're the exact same spawners as um, the coal, the ore, the rock, the nickel, and the copper before I added the second set of spawners in. I'll raise them up a little bit and in the editor and see if that helps. I guess the only thing I could think of is maybe they're just a little bit too low or a little bit too high. I could try raising them up a little bit. It looks like they may be in the ground. So let's do this. Let me get out of here. Let me stop this worker. Alright, you stop a second. Let me throw the be-back screen on real quick. Hold on. I'm going to save this game. Let me save and exit. Alright, now I'm going to go to my desktop. Let's crack open Ricci Islands. And let's see if the triggers need to come up or down a hair. So I've never had a problem with it resetting itself. But like I said, on December 8th, when that DLC comes out with all their new soil testing crap, I am like 95% sure it's going to break every, not just mine, but every modded multi-fruit map. Alright, so let's come over here. And let's see where these spawners are sitting. So let's come up here. Alright, so these guys are sitting on the ground. So yeah, so they're sitting on the ground. They're all at these are all at 0. Yeah, these are all at 0. So it's not my dynamic heaps because they're sitting on the ground. So let's look at the interaction triggers. No, they're right where they should be. Try and bring them all up just a hair. Let's go minus 0.00. No, let's go back to 0. Where does that put you? Go like there. Let me bring them all up a hair and see if that helps. And all of these should be at, yeah, these are all at 0. These are right at ground level, so I can't move any of those. Just make sure that none of the other triggers are overlapping. Yeah, none of the other triggers are touching each other. Including the player trigger, so alright, let me save this. Alright, there we go. Saved. Let me delete this one. Actually, let me move that one into trash. That'll be my backup. Let me zip this back up and override my save game. Oh, I didn't delete the cache files. Hold on, I'm going to have to zip this back up. Let this do its thing and I got to delete it. Sorry about that. Let me delete that again. And then I got to get rid of these 2 cache files. And now I can zip this back up again. It's too early in the morning, and I'm on my 1 cup of coffee. Alright, so take this one, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to override my save game. Alright, so now let's go, let me go back in here. And the trolls are out early today. Yeah, so let's crack this back open. Go to my save game. MTU619, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in and taking time out of your day to say hello. Alright, so let's go, let me just flip back through my vehicles so I know. Push the cameras out, because I hate when the cameras are really, really close. And we'll get our hired worker back. Move in, and then we'll head back over to the sand mine. Alright, you're gonna have to reset a minute, because I just fixed all those spawners. I want to get you going again. Alright, you're gonna sit there because we have to use you to reflood the field. Alright, now we can come back over to the sand mine. That all my cameras are fixed the way I want them. And then this thing should reset itself because we have plenty of... Yeah, we got plenty of diesel, and it's active. And I'm on 1 speed. So, let me just go to 5 speed for a minute. And I'll go back to 1 speed. Like I said, there is a 10-minute delay, or there is a delay on the factory. And we can check the XML. Yeah, because nothing's full. And it is active. We may have to drop those triggers into the ground instead of raising them up off the ground. Unless they're messing with something with the new soil testing and we have to rename our sand. Because they may be messing with something and adding sand into the new soil testing. I did see something about sandy textures or sandy soil. So we may have to rename our sand. And if that's the case, it's going to be a restart. We may have to call it something other than sand. Because I have a feeling Giants is messing with tip to grounds. No, here we go. There is about a 10-minute delay before it restarts itself. I'll go back to 1 speed. So just be patient with it and give it about 10 minutes and see if it resets itself. So what we're going to do is while my cranberry guy's doing his thing, let's suck this back off and see if it resets itself again. Go back to 5-speed for a couple minutes and see what happens. And we'll watch the game clock. It was 11:39. Need to be playing some Jeopardy music in the background. Waiting for the final answer. Come on, somebody out there singing the Jeopardy song. I know it. But my guess, when we hit like 11:49, it's that 10-minute delay. It should kick back in. Yeah, see? There's a 10-minute delay. They just need to be patient before the sand or any of the piles reset themselves. Queen Chris, good morning. Yeah, if I rename the sand, because I have to change the weight file, it's gonna cause a new game save. So that I'm going to avoid unless I have to. But Cranberry Guy's doing his thing. I forgot to bring. Let me get my speed back. I forgot to bring over our tipper to empty that guy. So let's just shoot back over to the other island. Grab our tipper. And the silt is going to be the same way. Once they get silt running, there's going to be a 10-minute delay before the silt resets itself and starts to spawn again. Or 10-minute delay. And that's built into the global company script. That can't be overwritten. It is what it is. I tried to reduce that from 10 minutes to 2 minutes, but it doesn't do anything. I still think there's a 10-minute delay is the minimum for global company. So where is my tractor? And you are on... You're even on the correct trailer that I want to take with me, I think. Yep. So let's take this guy with us. screen. It's BS, Giants breaking all the special maps, but yeah. I have no plan on using that DLC. I'm going to disable it, and if I can't disable it, it's when I quit playing FS 19 and I shut down. Because what I've read, it's John Deere is forcing them to put all that soil testing and realism crap into the game, and when the game becomes no longer fun to play, it's when I quit playing. I'll go play cattle and crops. Alright, you can sit there and wait to get emptied. Yeah, everything I've read on the forums, it's not Giants, it's John Deere's making them build all this realism crap, and they're the ones who are paying for it, and they're the ones who are sponsoring it. All that soil testing and soil moisture and variable yields, and it's going to be it's you're taking all the fun out of the game. But your realistic players will argue with me. Yeah, they're essentially what they're doing is they're building seasons into the game. And again, that's going to break all the custom geos as well. And I'm 90% sure once they release that DLC that we're going to have to go in and fix every map. We're going to have to go in and paint some kind of a soil texture or soil layer or something into every map. And then every map's going to require a restart. Figure we can catch up to the harvester at least. It's going on there, but why? Okay, this I was just saying it's going on there, but why does the soil look like it's not changing texture, but it is? Yeah, alright. And I can't drive straight. So I'm just going to hire a worker and sit here and watch him do its thing. Queen Chris doing good. Off till Monday. Nice. Going to do some shopping today for the hubby. Christmas shopping, I'm assuming. My sister said she does not need any help in the kitchen today, so I am free. So I'm going to stream as long as I want today. I'm definitely taking a break from the Ritchieville rebuild, though. I need a break from the XML work and i3D work, and I'll pick that back up on Friday. I told her I'm gonna put caution tape across the kitchen entryway, and she and everybody's gonna avoid the kitchen today. She's doing a noodle salad, potato salad, um, deviled eggs, two pumpkin pies, oh, three pumpkin pies, two apple pies, and then she's gonna get the ham ready and to cook tomorrow, and the turkey ready to cook tomorrow. You know, she like stay out of the kitchen today. Farm Chick 63, good morning. Thought I'd jump back on here and make sure we had nothing weird, no weirdness going on with after the Giants update. And try and sell the cranberries off and earn some money so we can get the drywall factory and textile mill up and running. The cement factory's like 85% built, so probably another 5 or 6 in-game hours the cement factory will be done. No holiday for me, gonna have pizza. Can't be where I want to be again. Yeah, sorry. Dixie, have you played with the cranberry long enough? I know I made it where it could be, it'll regrow without reseeding. But is it like the sugar cane where you get 3 harvests out of it and then it has to be replanted? I haven't. This is only my second harvest, so I know eventually. I think it's 3 harvests and then it has to be reseeded. I'm not sure. Alright, so let me unhire him and he can sit here until the harvester catches up. What does it say? It says harvester. We'll have to see if it goes to growing. I guess we can, while we're waiting for this guy to do his thing, I put more resin. I put another load of resin in here, so we should be making lots of glue. Yeah, we got like 635,000 liters of resin and 81,000 liters of glue. So this thing's doing its thing. I guess there's nothing on this island we can do until the harvester is freed. So let's. How much further is this guy? Try and find where the cone was sitting. About here. Yeah, so you're at 84%, so you're not quite built yet. Suck this off again and we'll come back and check on it later. We'll give it about 10 minutes of game time. We'll come back about 12:15 game time. We'll check on it, make sure it reset itself. Yeah, I can't do anything else on Orchard Island because all of my equipment that I need is over on Cranberry Island. So kind of stuck there. So let's let this reset itself. We'll go check on the other mines. Just so we have something to do. Guess we could sell off. I've got, I think, like 3 loads of firewood in storage, so we could probably sell off some firewood if we wanted to kill some time. Let's catch up on chat here a second. No, I plow it under and plant something else, so no cranberry. All right, but should work to say. That's what I thought. I thought it was 3 harvests and then it has to be reseeded. So after the next harvest, we'll have to plow it and then lime it, plow it, reseed it. Yeah, I know there's not going to be much here because, like I said, I just emptied in one to kill time in the rain. Yeah, we've 19. Yeah, this is the reason they didn't put out a new version because I have a feeling. Well, what I heard was they're going to another new engine for the game to run on. So they're going to mess around with this as much as they can before the new version runs on the new engine because they're catering to the console players. And whatever they need to do to make it work right on consoles, they have to run it on their new engine. So they're going to break everything they can between now and the next version comes out so they can get it working right for console. which the console community unfortunately has like no modders. Nobody wants to mod for console. So they're making it easier for themselves, but they're making it impossible for the modding community. To the point where the modding community is just going to say the hell with it and go find another game to play. Maybe that thing off the ground? No, it's on the ground. It's taking longer than normal to pick up these piles today for some reason. And again, it could be Giants messing with the dynamic triggers, getting ready for their update. Well, PC, just stupid in your opinion, yeah. PC Master Race rules console players need to get PC fully enjoy with without the limitations. There's always going to be that battle between console players and PC players. I don't like the limitations on console. But that's what Giants is catering to. They're catering to the console players in the next version of the game. And they're kissing John Deere butt for all the funding and doing what they want to do with the realism. Or John Deere's butt, yeah. With all the realism. But we'll just kill some time until the harvester's full. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. Don't give me that slow damn equipment. And then I'm going to try and get a quick stream in tomorrow morning before all the company shows up. I'm hoping to jump on about the same time, about 7:45, 8 o'clock Central Time, for about 2 hours before I have to um, make it family time. Ryzen Sun Gaming, thank you for stopping in, saying hello. Giants can't make a decent map either. As for making an American map, Giant, yeah, definitely. Uh, we are. I haven't been on this map, any of my maps, since Giants update. So I just wanted to come in here and spend some time in this map today and check the log for errors, make sure there's no weirdness going on. Um, with the map since the update. We made a small adjustment to the sand. I'll check the triggers on the silt. And then tonight I will probably upload another update to Mega, and tomorrow we'll put the update out to the adjustments on the sand and silt line. Just to help the spawners reset themselves a little bit quicker. And I'm going to check on my helper because I may have missed a notification that it was full. I want to see if it's still running. I want to get Glance put back in here, but I keep forgetting to download it. Alright, while you're unloading, is our helper still moving? Nope, it's sitting there saying, empty me, empty me, empty me. Yep, I think no, it's still moving. We got another, alright, 6,000 liters, so you're good for a little bit. So let's go grab our gravel. By the time we get our gravel, that harvester should be full. And then eventually we're going to have to get an oil well up and running so I can get plastic made. Chat. Not been as far as Silt yet. 1018, hello, welcome, thanks for stopping in. Uh, oh, sorry, you're testing something for Papa. I missed the conversation. I'm waiting for Papa to give me that new whatever he was working on that cuts the grass and shoots it into the trailer. Oh, glance mod. Is it not working 100%? I've not used it since 17. I don't know what Papa's doing to it. But yeah, I'm waiting for that mower. Glance is working just fine. Yeah, I need to get it downloaded. And then the other mod I need to find, not for this map, but for the Alps map, is the mod that um, automatically unloads the bale wrapper, where you don't have to stop and manually empty it, or the baler. That one I haven't had a chance to look at and download. Get this sucked off, we'll go empty our cranberry guy. Alright, so let's get you out of the triggers. And you can sit here. Another thing also, Dixie, that player that was having problems with the sand, make sure he's not parking equipment and leaving it where the sand spawns, because that will affect the triggers also. Alright, where is you? Yeah, because if he's leaving equipment sit in the triggers where the sand or any of the gravel or coal and stuff sits or spawns out, that's going to affect it as well. I know I don't like driving in the crop, but I don't feel like moving the harvester. I can send that one to you. Yeah, just Facebook message or Discord. I'll get on there at some point later today. Question is, are you... No, you're a little bit less than halfway through the field. So you're going to give us a half a trailer load. So the next time we empty it, we're going to sell it off for cash. Get this guy out of the way. And we'll catch up with the fertilizer. And then we'll go back and check on the sand and make sure that reset itself, which I've not had any problems with, so I'm sure I'll get the update out anyway, but I'm sure it's a mod conflict that someone's having. So let's figure out where, up down here, where our sprayer is. I think it was on this end. If not, it's up on the other end. No, he's only going to be able to make 2 passes and he'll be caught back up to the harvester. Just downloaded the hayloft. Thank you so much. Will really come in handy. Yeah, and what's nice about the hayloft is you can use it on any map. I'm working on a placeable heating plant that you can use on any map. I just don't have it finished yet. It'll accept straw, silage, or wood chips. Not all 3, but either of the 3. And then it'll give income per hour. But I can't get it to work without an output. I've been trying for like 3 days just to put fuel in and make it give income per hour, but it won't work without an output. So what I'm thinking about doing to it is adding water to it. So you have to put water in it, and then have it give digestate, a very small amount of digestate as an output. And once I do that, it'll work fine. And then they can take the digestate and either sell it or spread it on the fields. I can't put an output of compost and then it won't work on other maps. It has to be an in-game vanilla output. Haven't been on this map for 3 days. Yeah, I haven't been back on this map. This is the first time I've been back on in a couple days since Giants update, so I just wanted to spend some time on here, make sure nothing was broken. But there's no errors in the log. So the output I put on the heating plant has to be a vanilla, Giants vanilla fill type. So I figure combine the ash from what it burns and water to make digestate, and then either sell the digestate or spread it on the field as fertilizer. It'll be the same output as what the BGA gives. think my internet's behaving today because the kids are out of school, so there's no distance learning. I quick tested a few things, so I haven't been on the map a lot either. Been resting, yeah. Get well, Dixie. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I took like a 3 hour nap in the afternoon. But my sinuses are still killing me. Alright, so let's unhire you. You can sit here and wait until he gets a couple more rows done. Let's head back over to, let's empty this guy and then we'll go check on the sand again, make sure it reset itself. So let's just pop on over here. And the sand is fine. A, he there's three things to tell him. Don't park anything in the triggers. Make sure he doesn't have any equipment left in the triggers. B, there's a 10-minute in-game delay before the spawners reset themselves. And C, if he's using any mod at all that adds tip to ground, any kind of a dynamic storage that adds tip to ground, it's going to conflict with my map. And so he just needs to check his mods. Alright, when that load of cranberry is full, we're going to run it over and sell it. But I don't want to go over with just a half of a ferry load back to the mainland. So I'm going to take a load of lumber and drop it into the logistics center. So we have a full ferry going across. So I'm just going to pick up a load of lumber and get it ready by the ferry to go across the pond. I've been trying to go back and forth with full ferry loads. But this truck's a little bit slower than the other one. When was the Giants update? A couple days ago, but I haven't been on. I know Steam automatically updated. And be prepared for another update or two before they release that DLC on December 8th or 9th or whatever day it was. Or it is. Let's take a load of... I took 2 loads of paper over already. I'm going to take a load of lumber over. So we just have it on the mainland when we start building bridges and factories. Alright, so you've got to go to long pallets. So I took 2 loads of paper over to get ready for the to make drywall and wallpaper. And I sold off a load of honey and wax, so there shouldn't be too much in here to sell. It's got a good bit of beehives and pallets, so this thing's doing... Oh, we do have a good bit to sell off. I can sell 20 pallets of honey and 20 pallets of wax. Now I want to put the lumber back and take the honey and wax with me. We're going to do that. So I want the cash. We're going to throw this back in storage. We're going to take this product with us instead. I want the cash. And while this is unloading, I'll catch up on chat. Oh, when was the giant? I saw that one. Have a good stream, old man. Catch you later. Alright, thanks, 1018. Alright, so let's grab the honey and wax. We'll take that with us and sell that and the cranberries. Oh. I was waiting for that thing to flip right off the bridge and into the water. Alright, so let's grab 20 honey, and then we'll grab 20 wax. Okay. Did they not spawn out? Honey, max, spawn. Oh, there they are. I don't know what I did. Alright, so let's go back to regular size pallets. Because this load here will get us I think 185,000 if I remember correctly. Alright, and let's grab a load of wax. And then let's check on our orchards and greenhouses. They should be running now that we put herbicide in. Yep, so they're all active. I'm going to wait until we have, I'm just going to let this run until we have 1,000,000 liters of each product, and then I'm going to start selling it off. Why is the greenhouse running slower than... This one only has 78,000 liters of each product. This one has 124,000 liters of each product. They should be the same. Oh no, that's right. The orchards were running a day before the greenhouses. I didn't buy them at the same time. The orchards were running a day ahead of the greenhouses. But as soon as we get like close to 1,000,000 liters of each product, then we're going to just sell it off for cash. So it could just sit there and do its thing. Alright, I'm going to leave you here, not put you on the ferry, in case you auto unload yourself. Let's head back over here. We'll get another row done. I'm just trying to kill time until this cranberry harvest is done, and we got plenty to do on the other island. Let's get another row done. And then eventually I want to get a second harvester. But that's another close to $600,000. I guess we can lease one. But I don't want to increase our loan any more than it already is. One more row done. You can sit here. I'm just going to tab through till we get to the harvester. I want to see how full he is. So he's only 29% full. Let's head back over here. And since we have nothing to do, let's see how much a lease is. I think my store delivery mod is still here, but I just want to be sure. Let's check out a lease on a harvester. So this guy, 21,000 to lease him. And how much is a header? 4,000. Alright, so let's lease this guy. And then let's lease this guy. And we'll get some work done over here. Well, Cranberry Guy does his thing. Should we go for the clover or should we go for the barley? Clover or barley? Where are we headed? We'll put chat up to a vote. Barley. Then we can sell the straw off and get even more cash. Let's make sure we got this guy set up to drop straw, which we do. This way we're not looking for busy work to do. And now we can run this load of... Oh, I don't have another truck. I was going to say I can run this load of barley over to the refinery, but we can throw it in storage for now. Eventually, we're going to need the clover so I can get the composters back running. So I want the grass for that. But the straw we're just going to sell. I have plenty of wood chips to keep the heating plant running. And then if we have enough barley to keep the refinery running for a while, we'll pick a different crop to put here. Something that we can put in storage, so we can start storing crop for future factories. Because after we get the textile mill up and running and the drywall factory up and running, the first real factory I'm going to buy is probably the dairy and mill. So we'll probably throw a wheat crop in so we can start making flour. but I do want to get the bridge built to the potato chip factory and the Budweiser factory. But we'll probably get the dairy and the mill built first. I don't even have anything over here to, all my vehicles are tied up. I have nothing over here to empty the barley into, and I've got nothing to pick the straw up with. And if the refinery is doing well, we'll just throw this barley in storage. So I think I have plenty of diesel to keep us running for a while. Uh, you can empty the harvester into the silo. Oh yeah, I can. I can empty the I forgot about that. I can dump this guy right in the silo. I don't think I have another truck or tractor over here though to pick up the straw with until we're done on Cranberry Island. And I don't have enough money to buy another tractor with. Man, the trolls and the bots are on fire today. It wouldn't be an old man's stream with at least one bot. Absolutely. I'm gonna blame it on all the hackers from overseas. All they're doing is trying to get your personal information. Just like all those stupid Facebook games where you put all your information in and we'll tell you what kind of beer you are. Or put all your information in and we'll tell you what kind of animal you are. All they're doing is trying to steal your information. And they're trying to hack into your friends list so they can send more bots out. That's all they're trying to do. This makes two band today. You're on a roll. Get 'em, Dixie. Try and catch up on chat without driving into the water. Prom Games, hello. Thank you for taking time out of your day and stopping in and saying hello. Welcome. On the Ricci Islands map today, believe it or not, I am having a really fun time on the map from the Alps DLC with my massive sheep operation planned over there. But I thought we'd come over here and get some work done since last two times we were on here it was raining. So I did like 3 hours of busy work in the rain and got us out of the rain off camera. So I thought we'd come over here and get some real work done. And we should have enough money now. We're harvesting cranberry. We're going to sell it. We're harvesting this barley's going to get put in storage for now. We're going to sell the straw. And I have a load of honey and wax ready to be sold. And hopefully we can get the... Hopefully we should earn enough money to buy drywall and textile mill. So we'll get them up and running. Or at least wallpaper being made in the textile mill. That's probably the only line I'm going to run is just strictly just wallpaper. Sorry, let me get to the end of the row. I'll catch up on chat. While this is emptying itself out. Can I make you a... yeah. It's about landscaping and placeables. How to move the position without to navigate the map. Is there a secret key to move it? Landscaping and placeables? I don't know what you mean. In game or in the editor? Oop, it was on. Yeah, in game or in the editor? Oh. Our hired worker is eating up the rest of the cash we have left. You are inside the game and it remembers the last position you were. That I don't know. There is a key to go to where you're currently standing. So if you place one placeable down on one island, let's say in the north end of the map, and then you want to place another placeable down on the south end of the map, it remembers your last position, so it wants to put it where you were last. I don't know, I just fly it across the map, but there is a key to go to where you're currently standing. I just don't know what the key binding is. Uh, yeah, I think it's either space or the letter E. I can't remember. And then anybody new. Can I try? Yeah, no, sorry, I don't want to put any placeables down because I don't have any money. If I was on my test map, I'd test it out for you, because on my test map I don't care about money. But this is my single player save. Let's just try to move the position, not place anything. Uh, yeah. Let me see what I can do. Let me try and get this harvest done. Since I haven't placed anything though, it's going to go right to where I'm at. But yeah, we can give it a shot. Let me get this barley harvest done. It's more for landscaping. Yeah, I don't do. Yeah, I don't do any landscaping in game. But next time you're in game, yeah, I just try the space bar, and I think it puts it to where you're standing. But yeah, like I said, let me get this half of the barley finished, and we'll play around with the placeable. And I use an Xbox One control. I don't play with mouse and keyboard. So that may not help you either. Alright, so this half is almost done. Get this half done, check on our cranberry guy, see how he's doing. It looks like 2 more passes. Well, maybe 3. We're gonna miss just a little bit, yes we are. Get you parked over here for now, towards the other barley. Cool, Hopper B is doing good. We don't have to go check on him. He's only at 80%. So let me come over here. I think if I try to put a placeable down, it's going to put it right here because I haven't put any down. But let's go and grab something cheap. I don't have a lot of cash. Water trigger. Yeah, it's going to put it right where I'm standing because I've not put anything down. It only works if you've already placed something and then try and move it. So unfortunately you're going to have to try it when you're in-game. And I haven't done any landscaping, so landscaping is going to go right where I was. But you can ask that question on the Facebook page, you may get an answer, or try the space bar. I'm sure somebody on Facebook can help you. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this half the field back in barley so we can have enough to keep the refinery running. And that other half the field, I think I'm going to plant soybeans so we can get prep it and get a soybean harvest in for when we purchase the dairy in the mill. We'll have a little bit of soybean to make milk with. And then we could turn the milk into cheese and butter. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll come and back to you. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So you'll come back in. Yeah, try this, like I said, try the space bar. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully we can get this half the field finished before the cranberry helper bee hits 100%. And we can get our sprayer for the fertilizer caught back up to where the harvester is, because I need to bring that harvester back to this island, and I need to get the fertilizer spreader back to this island. And then we'll have to see if these two fields need lime or plowing. Going back to work, hard afternoon with Premiere Pro video production. Yeah, eventually I want to learn how to record, edit, and render videos for YouTube. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do the research. And I'm not going to have the time to sit down and do the research until the two older maps are updated. But eventually I think I'm going to get away from Twitch altogether and just do videos for YouTube. Anybody else have any big Thanksgiving plans this year, or is everybody going to sit home where it's nice and quiet and safe this year? Oh, so we're getting a pretty good barley harvest. Now the question is, and I can't remember, can I turn barley into flour at the mill, or do I need wheat? That I can't remember. See, now we're playing beat the clock, try and get this done before the cranberry guy, Helper B, is ready. Turn him off a second, drive back across, get the other part of this field knocked out. Wayne Billy Elliott 78, thank you for stopping in. Welcome to the stream. We are doing some work on the Ricci Islands map. I haven't been on this map in a few days. Thank you, Panthers fan 282. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. Helps the channel. Wayne Elliott, thank you. Hope you're well. I am doing well. Got this map pretty much in really good shape, and we are doing a massive update on Ritchiville and Ritchie's Hollow. I'm putting all the fill types, fill planes, particle effects in that match this map, and palettes, so all three maps are identical. So we can use one vehicle pack, one silo pack, one animal pack, basically all the mod packs on all three islands. So it's one mod pack for all the islands, or all the maps I should say, just to make it more player friendly. I'm slowly buying bottom center island, making weird shaped fields out of it. Yeah, I don't have any arable fields bought yet, or any arable islands bought yet. I wanted to get the basics up and running first, and then we'll work on some arable islands. I want to make, I'm actually going to do square and rectangular fields so I can hire helpers and just walk away and not have to worry about them driving off the cliff into the water. Alright, I am going to shut you off. We're going to drop the header here since it's a lease, and it's going to get returned. And then we're going to empty this barley, and this harvester is going to get returned. And we have to go take care of our cranberry guy because he's sitting there with a full tank. But let's get this guy over to the silo. And if I don't get to the, we don't get to the clover today, I'm not going to be too concerned. We can harvest that the next game day. But I want to get these leases returned before it costs me a ton of money. Alright, so let's get the pipe out. And we'll get you in storage. And then we take care of the cranberry guy. I am going to take 5 minutes and get a fresh cup of coffee. Alright, so you can sit there and empty. I don't think I need to be in you, but we can come back. We can get going. Because you'll be a little while before you catch up back up to the harvester. So let's turn him back on. And then let's grab, where are you? This guy. Let's go empty our helper B. I think helper B still has a couple more passes to do. But we'll have a full load of cranberry to go sell. Yeah, helper B's got... Maybe we will keep that, I'll have to go move that header. Maybe we will keep the, that harvester a little bit longer. We'll harvest our cranberry, or we'll harvest the clover. So I'll go pick that header back up from where I dropped it. I don't have any other equipment over there to take care of those fields. Let's see what they need. Alright, so let me turn plowing back on. Alright, so the cranberry field needs plowing, but I'm not going to be too concerned. But we do not have to plow our barley, so that can just get reseeded. You know what? We are going to return that harvester and get rid of the lease because we're going to make a ton of money here on the cranberry, the honey, and the wax. So we'll have plenty of work to do. And I'm not going to worry about that clover field this game day. We can mess with that tomorrow, in-game tomorrow. Have you considered renaming the helpers? I'm on PV Country, and Jeanette was able to rename some of them. Yeah, I don't want to get too fancy because the more you put in the map, the more that has to render in. The more XML files you have, the more lag you're going to get. So I'm going back to the basics of my original motto is keep it simple, stupid, or keep it stupidly simple. KISS, KISS. Um, and we're just going to go back to keep it simple. Because the more shit you put in the map, the more animations you have, the more lag you're going to get. And it's just going to become a nightmare on the server. So I'm going back to even some more vanilla. Alright, so you are now empty. I'm going to keep you here a minute. Let's go back and check on our sprayer, because I don't want this guy catching up to the cranberry. Let's keep an eye on him for a minute. Then we're going to get him close to where the cranberry helper bee is, and we're going to turn him back off. And we're going to go sell the cranberry, and we're going to sell the honey and wax. Let him make like 2 more passes. It's hard for the AI workers to work on make your own fields. Yeah, most of them end up in the water. Yeah, there's only really only the water fields on this map. Um, the water field where I'm on, the water field next to it, the rice, the 2 water fields up north next to Alien Island, and the 1 water field over here all the way to the left, and field 1. They're the only ones that you can get hired help to work on. All the rest of this entire map is all create your own fields. And if you make a bunch of odd-shaped fields like I did, you can't hire a worker. He'll just drive off the cliff and into the water. Now I am going to name on the other 2 maps, not so much here, but if you take this one, if you take a contract, you can rename who these people are. And I just went back on this map. I'm just using the vanilla names from the in-game. But I'm not messing with the helpers. Like I said, less is more, and it's just going to make the map run a lot smoother. Let this guy do 1 more pass, and then I'm going to get out of here for about 5 minutes and grab some coffee. But I don't want him spraying over the cranberry. But I want him close to the harvester so this field can be finished up relatively quickly, and I can take the harvester, my tanker truck, and this guy back over on the ferry in 1 trip. So let him do like 1 more pass, maybe 2. I think the helper bee will harvest the rest of this field without a full tank, and then I can just take the harvester across on the ferry with what cranberries left in it. Yeah, we'll get to the end of this field. I'll shut him down. But even on the Ritchiville and Ritchie's Hollow rebuild, for the transport mission pallets, I went back to the vanilla, so everything's pointed to dollar data. And then the same thing with the names of when you buy the farmlands, they were all custom named, and I'm changing all of that back to vanilla to dollar data. So the less that has to load into the custom map, the better, the smoother it's going to run. So I'm changing as much as I can back to dollar data and getting away from a lot of the custom crap that slows the map down and causes lag. And that's another reason I took all the mining product off the ground and we went with the dynamic mining, because all of that mining product on the ground also has to render in and it slows the map down. So on the Ritchieville and Ritchie's Hollow rebuild, there's not going to be any existing mining product on the ground. It's all going to be like this map, the dynamic mining. And that's why we're getting a solid 55 to 60 frames on a server. Alright, so you can sit here. I am going to come over here to where I left my cranberries. We're going to get ready to ferry him across. Tanker has to stay here so I can reflood the field, but I am going to actually, I'm not going to put my B-back screen on. I'm just going to let you guys watch the cranberry guy. Just watch the cranberry guy. I'm going to take 5 minutes to grab some coffee. That's cool. Really like playing on Ritchieville. Give me like 5 minutes, guys, while you're watching Cranberry Helper B. I'll be right back. Alright, fresh cup of coffee. So did Cranberry Helper Bee put everybody to sleep, or do I still have some viewers hanging around? Alright, so this is the only thing I can take across with us for now, because I need the rest of the equipment there. So let's back out in this direction so I can see the fishing boat coming at me. And let's get this guy sold, along with the honey and the wax. RD04 Dave still hanging around. Thank you for hanging around. Got some fresh coffee. I'll probably go about another hour and then jump off for lunch for about an hour, hour and a half. And then I'll come back on after lunch. So about another hour before I'll jump off, around 11:30 my time. And I guess I'll take about a break for about an hour, hour and a half, and then come back. And then go until about dinner time. Alright, so let's go to the other ferry. And then we'll see how long I'm going to keep that lease. We'll see how much longer Cranberry Guy takes to finish that field. So let's park this guy on here first. And then, oh, I thought for sure I was going to end up in the water. Alright, so I want to, let me turn you, oh come on. I don't want to unload. I want to turn you back on. I guess I'll unload you and then turn you back on. So I don't want you falling off on the ferry. I don't want to be picking these boxes up out of the water. I've done that before. Dixie's done that before, and it is not fun. Which way does the fishing boat come? This way. So let's back out in this direction so we can see the boat. Then we'll check prices when we get over here and get off the water. Should be playing myself instead of watching. There you go. Do you have Wi-Fi on your phone? I usually, if I'm playing, I'll usually put my phone on and watch on my phone. But my phone's hooked to the household Wi-Fi, so it doesn't cost me any data. I don't have my phone turned on anyway. It only works on the Wi-Fi. So I don't have a working cell phone right now. Mechanic 1965, hello. Love the map. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Let's see if we can sneak up here. Yeah, let's get these pallets off the ferry first. And I think Dexter's has the best price for, was it Dexter's? Alright, who's got the best price for honey and wax? See, I'm glad we got this off the ferry because the autosave undoes the auto load and the shit would be all over the place. Alright, who's got the best price for honey and wax? So our honey and wax, yep, oh, it's going to the diner. Our honey's going to the diner. Wax to Dexter's, but they're both on the same trailer. Alright, so let's drop the honey off at the diner, and then we'll go from the diner to Dexter's. That works for me. Who's got the best price for cranberries? Cranberries are going to go to Aldi's. Okay. And I think you auto unloaded yourself. I don't know if the honey's on top or honey's on the bottom. Oh, they're all mixed up. Oh, this'll be a fun nightmare. Let's go to the diner first. And then the diner and Dexter's are pretty close, so let's try and get the honey in here. So you take the honey. $71,000 so far. See if there's any more honey on here. I'm sure there is. So another 14,000. There's got to be 2 more pallets on here somewhere. Come on, auto load. Why do you not want to auto load? There you go. Alright, so that works. Now we should be down to 20 pallets. Drop off the wax over here. Oh, sure, I only had half you when the triggered. Was I too close? You don't like me today? Alright, so we started with about $9,000. We're up to 183, so I won't complain there. Let's take the beehives back with us, since we're over here, and we'll check on this guy. You're going to need a load of plywood. But let's go to tall pallets, and we'll grab a load of these guys. Nig's going back with an empty truck. Alright, so we've got a load of these to go back. As the driver would say, I got a backhaul, getting paid twice. can sit here a minute. Let's grab this guy. And I'm going to have to back up the hill. Alright, so now I can turn around. Take this guy over to Aldi's. Show me the money. Almost 1.4 million. I was going to sell that cranberry field back and buy something else, but it's making us way too much money. And instead of taking this guy back empty, I'm going to see if I think I put another load of ore in here. I'm going to take the ore back with us. Since I'm already on this island with an empty tipper. If this one holds ore. I don't even know if this tipper holds ore. But we'll find out in a minute. Just so I don't have to go back empty. Coal. I don't need the coal. I don't have any more ore. I must have brought it all over. And I don't need to bring any coal over. So we'll go back empty. Let's get this ferry back across. Oop, hold on, sorry, got somebody knocking on my door. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We got some real life stuff going on today. Alright, so let's get this guy back on the ferry. And try and get off of here without ending up in the water. And we'll take this guy back with us. Man, my helper B is costing me a ton of money. Alright, squeeze through here, suck it in. Alright, now which direction does the boat come from? Let me back out in this direction so we can see the fishing boat. And we are clear. So let's get this guy back across. Mechanic 1965. The K100 truck is almost perfect. Just needs a 3-point hit option on the front. And yep. Papa and I are talking about getting a 3-point hitch on the front of it. I don't know about a tanker. I don't know if he has one made. But I like the Unimog with the tanker better because it's a lot smaller. But the K100, Pop and I talked last week about getting a 3-point hitch on the front of it. He said it should not be a problem. Alright, let's get these guys dropped off. And then, oh, helper B is done. Fantastic. So we are going to return the lease on that harvester and header. Let's get this mess cleaned up and then we'll go take care of helper B. Drop you off. Really? One? You're gonna make me pick you back up for one beehive? Or can I give you a nudge and make you disappear? Yep, I can give you a nudge and make you disappear. Since this factory is making us $185,000 a day, we'll keep it running. Alright, let's get this guy parked. So let's get you back in here. Let's get you back hooked up to where you go. Alright, so let's take the ferry back across. Let's return these leases. Make sure you're empty. Yep, you're empty. Alright, so let's return these 2 leases. Before I forget and it costs us more money. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now let's take this ferry back across. Because we're going to need it with us. And I'm going to drive it over backwards. This way when I come back to the side of the island I can drive the harvester straight off of it. I have used the Unimog before, modded on almost all my games. Yeah, that Unimog is awesome. It's just too short. Yeah, it's definitely too short for the milling machine. I use it more for the tanker and the animals. Uh, but I use, let me show you what setup I use for the milling machine. But like I said, Pop and I definitely talked about putting a 3-point hitch on it. Let me get helper B taken care of and get my sprayer working so we can get this field done, and I'll show you what setup oh, wrong way. I knew I was going to end up in the water at some point. Alright, let me get him working so we can finish this field. So I want to take all this equipment back with me across on the ferry. So let's get this guy working, and then we'll just ride along with him to the other side, jump off, and we'll take care of the harvester. He should take like 3 passes and then finish this field. Oh, we could probably run faster. 3 passes and he'll be done. He'll have this cranberry field fertilized. Helper B should be down here unless it put itself in the water. So get him out of the way for the sprayer. Alright, so let's drop the header. Oh, we got another good bit of cranberries to sell. Let's get him loaded on the ferry. Yeah, the sprayer's got like 3 or 4 passes and this field will be done. We can bring it back with us. Oh, this guy needs fuel. This guy needs to be repaired. And he needs to be washed. Eventually all this sand, I want to get another field created over here. Alright, let's get this guy loaded up. I can't close him because he's full of cranberry, but let's get him on. Ow! No, you're too heavy. Ah, crap! I just lost all my cranberry. I just lost all of my cranberry. $417,000 worth of cranberry. Now he has to be reset. Son of a bitch. Unless I can exit without now, and of course we're going to save. So exit without saving, but it's saved. Notice even trying to pick that out of the water because it's. Oh, and now the ferry's in the way. I got to get the damn ferry out of the way so I can see the damn. Where do I want the ferry. There we go, and get your ass out of the way. I should have known better to try and drive that thing over with a full load. It has too much weight on it. Come on, back your ass out of there. Alright, get you out of the way so I can reset the other shit. Now I should be able to reset this. Even if I pick it up out of the water, it's not going to save my cranberry. I should have known better to try and, I don't want the freaking ferry. There we go. I'll reset you. And let's reset the header. And then we can put this ferry back. I should have known better to try and drive it back with a full load. I'm going to have to go in and adjust the mass to 0. And that's the only way that that damn thing's going to work right. Where's my ferry? There it is. Let's get you back in the dock. And you're backwards. Even if you pick it up out of the water, it was too deep in the water and it would not have saved the cranberry. Once it drives itself too deep in the water, you can't use it again until you reset it. Alright, so so let's grab the sprayer guy. He's almost done. Well, it looks like it's a dev tool time. We know you done the work to get the payback. Alright, let's try and do the math. So we had 400,000 liters of cranberry. 400,000 liters of cranberry. $1,000. This is price per 1,000 liters. All right, I don't have a calculator. I don't have a calculator handy. So 400,000 liters would be. Somebody let me know how much $694 per 1,000 liters is for 400,000 liters of cranberry, so I know how much money to put back in. If not, I'll put it in off camera. Alright, I'm going to unhire. I'm not worried about this little 1-inch strip of, come on, unhire and fold. I'm not worried about that 1 centimeter strip of fertilizer missing. And then, because I'm using my phone to watch my stream and I'm full screen in the game, I don't have access to a calculator. So 400,000 liters, 1,000 liters per, so it would be, take off 3 zeros, so it would be 400 times 700. So 4 times 7, so about $280,000. If my math is correct. Alright, so let's get this guy back over. I'm going to go in and take the mass off of that harvester. So I'm going to edit that XML. So so whatever product it has on it has no weight. And then we'll round it up, we'll throw like $300,000 back in to make up for the cranberry. Alright, so let's get this guy flooded. I like watching this. Oh, come on. Zoom the camera out so we can watch. There you go. Start filling. I can watch this 100 times and every time it looks cool. And then let's throw the water back in here so we're ready for the next time. While that's unloading, let's give ourselves, let's split the middle, 290,000. Pay ourselves for our cranberries we lost. Alright, so this island is good for an in-game day or two. We don't have to mess with it. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on the first growth stage so we can put a second load of fertilizer on. But let's get this mess back across. Alright, so... and watch, now we'll get whacked by the boat. Just the way my luck is going today. And it comes from the other direction. I backed out the wrong way. Alright, we're safe. I'm going to make a note for myself in my notebook to edit that harvester. Alright, so what vehicle are we going to jump in first? This one. And you've got plenty of fuel. You don't need to be repaired, so let's get you put away. And we're going to go for about another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to get out of here for lunch for about an hour, and then I'll be back. Alright, so you're put away. Let's grab our tanker. Get him off the ferry. And he needs to be repaired. So let's take him over to the shop real quick. And then we'll come back and deal with this harvester. Alright, so you... let's repair you. And then we'll see if your trailer needs... I think the trailer's good. I've been using the crap out of this truck though. Might as well since we're here. Alright, so we know you're good for a while. We'll get you under here. And then let's deal with this guy. And we'll deal with the header. I'm almost positive I have fuel in this tank. I do, so let's fill him up. So it has diesel. And then let's grab the header, which is now folded, right? Oh no, there we go. So we're good. So let's throw this guy in the trigger. Get him repaired. Then we'll take and pull him forward. Let's get the header in the trigger. Let's get him repaired. And then let's give them both a bath. Oh look, it's camouflage. And then we'll just park him over here and get him ready for our clover harvest. You can sit here. Let's grab our tractor. Where is my tractor? Oh, on the other ferry. But if you're, sorry about that, if you're still here, this is what I use for the snowblower. Because this trailer holds 2 million liters. So that's the setup I use to pick up the mining product with. But I want to get to this other ferry so I can get my tractor off of here so we can grab the loading wagon and get this straw picked up. Yeah, thanks, Dixie. Yeah, the clover needs to be replanted. Cranberry is the only thing I changed. So cranberry will regrow without being replanted, and this guy's going to need some fuel as well. So let's throw some diesel in this guy. And hopefully the harvester didn't use all of it. If not, we're going to have to bring a load of diesel over. Let's see if you have any diesel left in the tank. Oh, you do, I think. Alright, so you're full. So let's drop this guy off here. Let's grab this guy. Oh, I thought I hit the button. There we go. I thought it attached and it didn't. Get our straw picked up, but I want to check on Might as well hit these guys while we're right here. Get this one repaired. And then let's throw the trailer in the trigger. Get the tractor out of the trigger. Oh, it's not bad, but well, since we're here, what's $1? Alright, over to the straw. We'll get the straw picked up, and then I'm going to get out of here for lunch for about an hour, hour and a half. And then I'll be back in after lunch. And then I think we're going to plant on the small field on the other half. We're going to replant barley. So I have enough to keep the diesel plant, the refinery running. And on this half we're going to plant soybeans so we can make milk. And then after lunch we'll get these fields replanted, and then we'll buy the textile mill and the drywall factory, and we'll get them up and running. And then after lunch, before I jump on, we'll see if we can crack open the XML for that harvester and take the mass off of the crop. Alright, so let's come over this way. And I'm going to sell every bit of this straw. Just tested. That works fine. Spacebar's the secret key. Thanks for coming back and updating us. It's very rare that I use the landscaping tool in game, but thanks for placeables and for landscaping. All right, cool. I know Dixie's sitting back there and saying, "Quit playing, old man, and finish updating the older two maps because I want my damn placeable pie factory." Uh, hang on. You do not use the easy dev commands from Andy. Uh, Move to the vehicle, then press landscaping spacebar and appears where the vehicle is. Ah! No hurry for your pie factory. I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst with this Giants DLC that's coming out on December 8th or 9th. I'm really hoping that we don't have to fix all three maps in order for them to work again. So, whatever date and time that DLC comes out, I'm going to make sure I'm up early and just get it downloaded as soon as I can, and then test all three maps and see if they work or if they're broken. But usually I don't get those DLC downloads till like 11 a.m. or noon my time. Prom Games, what DLC? Giants is coming out with a free DLC on, it's either December 8th or December 9th, that's going to be built into the base game, that you have to use this tool and drive it over your fields to test soil preparedness. There's a big article on it on our Facebook page. You can read it. It it has to do with soil moisture and all kind of crap and pH and um, and then it's going to affect, depending on what this little tool tells you about your soil when you drive over it. It's going to tell you whether the moisture, the pH, and all kind of crap about your soil, and then it's going to affect your yield, your crop yield. But it's pretty in depth. You're going to have to read up on it. But I am, everybody's like, all the map authors are 90% sure it's going to break every multi-fruit modded map because we're not using any of Giant's textures and soil. We're all using modded textures and soil. But there's supposed to be an option to turn it off. But we won't know until the DLC is released, because they're not giving us much information on it. I think Papa posted it on the Facebook page, the info about the new DLC. I'm going to get the rest of the straw picked up, and I'm going to get out of here for about an hour, hour and a half. Oh, gee, sorry about that. I hope I got my mic muted in time. And my sinuses are still killing me. Let's get this half, and we'll come back and work our way back towards the ferry. What I may do with the straw instead of selling is I may top off um, both heating plants and the mammoth mill where you put coal in. We'll burn the straw instead. We'll see when I get back. But I'm going to throw, wrong button. I'm going to throw this on for now while I save the game. I want to thank everybody for stopping in this morning and saying hello. Pro Games, there's a lot of manuals and is working on creating new layers like seasons. Yeah. In fact, the seasons guy is in the Giants team. I feel old in this game. You have an XML file that makes making fantastic calculations on a new soil mod. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Like I said, we're um, 90% sure that it's going to break all modded multi-fruit maps, and Giants is going to be very non-informative on telling us how to fix it. So it's going to be, unfortunately, if it breaks it, I'm praying it doesn't, but if it breaks it, um, every map author is going to be scrambling on trying to figure out um, how to fix their shit. But again, I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back in about an hour, hour and a half.